Hello and welcome to another tips and tricks video. My name is Britta Swiderski and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to get started with lawn fawn. I've gotten a lot of comments on my blog recently that people really love the look of lawn fawn stamps and want to get started like buying them, but don't know where to start because there are so many cute ones and so many ones that you want. So I thought I would give you a little guide to get you started, or even if you have been collecting lawn fawn stamps for a while, maybe I'll give you a new way to find some of your new favorites. So first of all, I kind of selected 5 different categories to choose from in stamps, and I think a good first order would be 5 stamp sets if you can afford it. If not, maybe start out with 3. I think 3 is a good starting number too if you have a smaller crafting budget, but really want to get a good taste of lawn fawn. You can pick 3 of the categories and then kind of just fill in as you need them. But this way you'll be able to see kind of how I built up my collection and what stamp sets I really like and use a lot. So one of the first things and one category that you definitely need to start out with are the Critters stamp sets. The Critters have a very distinct look and they're very cute and very versatile. And they all work together too. But there's the bear from Critters in the Snow that works in the forest because you just color the polar bear a different color. Or you can have the owl sitting on top of the barn, or maybe the cat with the other farm animals. So you really can play around and use these however you want on your cards to make cute little scenes and just kind of get a feel for coloring with them and paper piecing and playing with them. Plus, these, like this barn, the trees, and the main items and other stamp sets are really great just to have on hand in case you want to make a scene even without Critters. So, I would recommend choosing one of these 3. These are my favorite Critters stamp sets, although I love them all. This is Critters on the Farm, Critters in the Forest, and Critters in the Burbs, which is their first Critters stamp set. And I really like these 3. These are my favorite. The second category I recommend choosing from is one of the backgrounds builder stamp sets. Because Lawn Fawn does their stamp sets a little bit differently when it comes to backgrounds, they have the full 1/6 inch length, so it's 5.5 or 5 3/4 inch long stamp set that's dedicated to these backgrounds. So you can go across a horizontal card and cover the entire card without having to go back and match up. Also, they're built in blocks like this, so you get more bang for your buck. You're getting 3 backgrounds with each one of these stamp sets. I also really like teeny tiny backdrops, but it's just been hanging out on my wish list for a while, so I think that'll be going into my next purchase. So I really recommend the chevron backdrops, the schoolhouse backdrops, and the teeny tiny backdrops. All are very, very versatile and a really great way to experience one of the unique things that Lawn Fawn offers. And plus, you can use these on any type of card. They're super, super versatile. Next, I wanted to talk to you about the Lawn Fawn alphabets. They're really unique in the fact that they use square, well, rectangular bases, and they make it really easy to line up on your stamp blocks. It depends what font is more up your alley. I prefer the Smitty's ABCs, Sally's ABCs, and Quinn's ABCs as my favorite fonts from Lawn Fawn. But there are a lot of choices, and everybody has something kind of different that they prefer. I really like Smitty's because it's a very kind of standard font, but it still has a little bit of a whimsical edge. You can see it's kind of, you know, it has the serifs on it, but it is a little bit more whimsical. And then the Sally's ABCs is a little bit more girly and fancy, so it's really fun to do girl cards with, or even something just a little bit more elegant. And then Quinn's ABCs is wonderful for titles, for short sentiments, and things that you just really want to make a really big impact on. This is really, really great for scrapbook pages. So I really like these 3 letter sets the best, and like I said, you have to try them out because of the square bases. It makes them so easy to line up on blocks, and I bet you're going to have a hard time going back to regular stamps that move around and are hard to place once you get done trying these. So you can build any sentiment that you want, and really easily and quickly. And Smitty's ABCs, especially since it's a smaller font, has multiples of the lowercase letters. So you can build out whole phrases and don't have to worry about moving the letters around or repeating. So I highly recommend these. So I would choose one of the alphabet sets. The next category might seem a little bit unconventional, but it's Christmas. Well, more like holiday in general. Holiday and winter themed. The reason why I really love this as one of your starting stamp sets, even if it's not necessarily very close to the holidays, is that they're so versatile. Like with the bows and holly, that's this one, you have the present and the tag and the bow, and you can use these all year round. Really versatile images, and they're really great for Christmas, of course. Pum, again, you have You Rock with the little drum, and all of these can be used around the entire year, but are especially fun for Christmas. And then Building Frosty Friends can be used anytime for a wintry card. Doesn't necessarily have to be holiday themed at all. So these stamp sets are really fun and a really great addition to your first order, because you can see the versatility of Lawn Fawn stamps and also the fun festive nature. And for my last stamp category, it's more of a catch-all category, but this is totally necessary, and I think one of the main categories. So if you're just going to buy 3 stamp sets to start out with, I recommend starting out with a critter set, a backdrop set, and then one of these that kind of falls into the catch-all category. And then you can always pick up alphabets and holiday sets as you get closer to the times that you need them. But, of course, they're really fun to play with. But these are some of my favorites that are just really uniquely Lawn Fawn. We have Sophie's Sentiments, which is my favorite stamp set of all time as far as sentiments go. You can see how much I've used it. I've used every single one of these stamps so many times. You have Many Thanks, and this is just a whole bunch of really cute thank you sayings. And they also have one that is Friendship, I believe I want to say, but it's kind of in the same vein as this. Lots of versatility out of this set. You can never have enough thank you cards. And Say Cheese. Wonderful for scrapbooking with this wonderful Polaroid frame. You can see how much I've used it. And plus these are really great sentiments. Say Cheese, Picture Perfect, and I Love You. Along with the smiley face and the little Polaroid camera are really great. And then here are 3 more Lawn Fawn sets that are amazing, and I love them so much I couldn't exclude them from my favorites. Bake Me a Cake is another classic Lawn Fawn where you can build something and customize it according to your own taste or your recipients. Flutter By is this really cute kind of stained glass flower and butterfly set that's just adorable. And then we also have Blissful Botanicals, or really any of their flower sets are really fun and really, really Lawn Fawn. So these are my kind of catch-all category, but I think you should choose one of these. One that really just says like you would use it, that's uniquely you. I really like this Polaroid, and I use it on scrapbooking, on cards, everything. So choose one of these for your first order. Okay, so now for my sample order. I have Critters in the Forest, Chevron Backdrops, Smitty's ABCs, Harumpa Pum Pum, and Say Cheese. And this is a really great representation of the fun, cute style of Lawn Fawn that's super versatile and super easy to adapt to any card or any scrapbook layout you're going to make. So if you're starting out, I would definitely go with these 5 categories and choose one from each and kind of see what works for you. And of course, if you see one that particularly catches your eye, swap it out for something that you would like a little bit more. Also, additionally, while we're at it, you might as well throw in the Petite Paper Pack from their latest line. This one is from their Bright Side collection, but whatever collection has come out recently or your favorite collection at the time, I recommend grabbing a paper pad so you can just see how it works and see if you like incorporating it into your crafting. I know the Bright Side paper pad is so adorable, and I definitely use it all the time. And then grab an embellishment too. These are the Lawn Fawn trimmings, and they come on their own spools and they spin right off of this cardboard. And when you get done with the cardboard, you can keep them on the spools as well, which is really great. And the colors match the paper perfectly, which is really wonderful. So throw these into your order too. And then I couldn't leave without mentioning some of my favorite mini stamps. Because I basically focused on the 4x6 stamps the most, I wanted to share some of my favorite mini stamps, because you can throw these in if you are really short on money and just want to buy 2 or 3 little stamp sets to try out. This is a really good way to kind of feel it out and feel the really great quality of these stamps and play with the images. I really love Bon Voyage, great for making cards, and these clouds are indispensable when making scenes. Happy Halloween is a great theme set. This way you don't have to invest a whole bunch of money in a holiday that only comes one day a year, but it is really cute and really versatile for anything you want to do about Halloween. And then also I have the Happy Birthday Year 1 stamp set, Fly Free, and Winter Bunny, and these are all just so cute and just a really great way to try out Lawn Fawn. And, you know, if you have a little extra cash, throw a couple of these on into your first order. So here is my final Lawn Fawn first order, and I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing my view on this and the different types of Lawn Fawn stamps. I hope this helps you out and helps you figure out what to buy first. I really love Lawn Fawn, and I know everybody who works there is super sweet, super nice, and will answer any questions that you have about their products. They're really just great products, great quality, and just really fun to use. So if you have any questions, visit me over on my blog at brittaswiderski.com, and I will also have a full list of everything I mentioned in this video over on my website for you to print out, and even keep in your little scrappy journal if you want. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you again next time on another video tutorial.